Hey everyone, it's been a while. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't wanting to make another video like this after reacting to Adachin, mainly because I didn't want that to be this channel's entire identity. So, when this video popped up in my recommended, then quickly started getting shared around my Discord, I didn't think much of it when I clicked on it. As I watched the video titled, "The Isle is not a top 100 game," I couldn't help but feel a sense of familiarity when it would cut back to Path of Titans gameplay. The quality's really bad, but something about the Spino and the opponents it was fighting struck me as familiar. That's when I remembered one of my old uploads and decided to do a side-by-side comparison. So, yeah. Turns out, this dude downloaded my video with a shitty YouTube to MP4 converter to use as background Path of Titans footage. So, now, whether I like it or not, this guy has associated my channel and my brand with his commentary. Big mistake. Before we get into it, I need to say that I don't condone witch hunting, so don't go starting beef with this guy on my behalf. This video is meant to shed light on problematic behavior and hold individuals accountable for their words, but that doesn't mean he deserves harassment. That out of the way, let's talk about Beastmaster. His thumbnails are homophobic, and one of them is even AI generated. Generative AI and the data centers being built to support them are an environmental and economic disaster. AI data centers are causing power companies to abandon entire communities of people who depend on their energy supply, and are polluting the drinking water of the communities they pop up around. Not a great start there, Beastmaster. So, what does this guy actually have to say? Well, I'll show you.
Now that you have been told the truth, the time to switch over to Path of Titans is now. While Path of Titans has its own freak show problems, the game itself is not the problem, whereas the Isle, as a game, is the problem itself. I know I cannot force you to switch, but I can at least ask that you expose the Isle's lies, as they have been known to do, to your friends and player bases. People deserve to know what they are actually investing their time into. And if you do continue to play on the Isle, the best way to fight back right now is to actively start ruining the experience and drive people off the game. The Isle's anti-cheat is a failure, and there's 0% chance of you getting banned from official servers. But you can be banned on unofficial servers because they actually have active staff. Stop feeding into it like everything is fine, because it is not. The Isle is a failure and it needs to go bankrupt. The game has been in early access for years, and even on the store page it says, "Note, the last update made by the developers was over 4 years ago. The information and timeline described by the developers may no longer be up to date." That alone should tell you everything you need to know. Have a good day, and fuck the Isle.
So, this guy actively calls the viewers who play the Isle to do everything in their power to sabotage the gameplay experience for other people. If you were paying close attention, you'd even notice an unnatural cut in the audio where the subtitles say, "Be the worst of the worst because the Isle's anti-cheat is a failure." So he's also promoting the use of cheats to make the gameplay experience as miserable as possible. Now, I'm no Isle fan, so let's, for a moment, pretend that instead of the Isle, he was saying this about your personal favorite multiplayer game. How would that make you feel? Not good, I'd imagine. Let's keep going.
Everything wrong with the Path of Titans community? I'm not talking about every single player. I'm talking specifically about the absolute clown show that is the community server communities. A game about surviving as dinosaurs has been turned into one of the weirdest, most terminally online, socially broken communities. First off, let's talk about the most blaring issue: politics. In a dinosaur game, you load in expecting to hunt, survive, fight for territory, and instead, you're reminded of modern internet politics. The LGBTQ pride, flag skins for dinosaurs. What are we doing here? Who thought this needs identity politics? It's not about hating anybody, it's that it's so aggressively out of place, it feels like parody. I'm here to play as a T-Rex, not to be smacked in the face with social messaging every time I look at a skin menu. Not every game needs to be a political statement. Some people just want to get away from all that shit. If you say that, people act like you committed a hate crime for wanting a dinosaur game to stay about dinosaurs. That's the level of brain rot. You can't say, "This is weird," without some freak acting like you're the devil.
First off, homophobia is not a political issue, it's a social issue. Secondly, they are cosmetics. If you're getting all hot and bothered because of some brightly colored skins from a modded skin pack in your dinosaur game, then guess what? That's a you problem, and a big one too. If you think there's something wrong with wanting to support treating other human beings with dignity and respect regardless of personal identity or romantic preference, then you, sir, are an asshole.
Global chat on these community servers is a complete disaster. It's insufferable, fake polite, hall monitor infested. The second someone gets slightly annoyed, sarcastic, or types the wrong joke, the server turns into a PTA meeting. These people are not even playing the game. They are sitting in global chat like unpaid moderators, waiting for somebody to slip. waiting for one curse word, one joke, one insult, so they can instantly dogpile, report spam, and cry to staff. You can't even have normal multiplayer shit talk. Global chat is a courtroom. Don't you dare say a curse word. Saying "God damn it" is enough to get your ass banned for 4 days. 4 days for "God damn it." That is not moderation. That is not community management. That is power-tripping loser behavior.
No one, and I mean no one, is going to believe your story that you got banned for 4 days just for saying "God damn it." There is a mountain of missing context here, and I can tell just by listening to you that you are intentionally misrepresenting the situation purely because you dislike these people.
Now we get into the part that takes this community from annoying into genuinely embarrassing. The romance and ERP shit. Yes, virtual dinosaur romance. Virtual dinosaur ERP. In a dinosaur survival game. Read that again. You'll see these weird-ass cuddle piles, where players all stack together in a nest or around some area. They'll call it a cuddle pile, like that somehow makes it less weird. And sometimes it gets even more unhinged. They straight up call them polypiles. Polypiles. In Path of Titans, in a game where you are supposed to be giant murderous reptiles. A lot of the time, the people in those piles are not just joking around, they're actually doing weird relationship roleplay shit. Some of them are dating in real life, some of them are dating in game, some of them are doing both. Some of them are doing ERP, some of them are doing emotional roleplay, using the server like a dinosaur-themed dating app. At that point, you're not even playing Path of Titans. You're watching terminally online weirdos use dinosaur avatars. It's gross, embarrassing, and it makes normal players feel like they accidentally joined a fetish server. The craziest part is, these people act like this shit is normal. It is not normal to be ERPing as dinosaurs.
Without screenshots, this is pure exaggerative hearsay. I'm not going to make the claim that stuff like this doesn't happen, but whining about it online instead of making report tickets about those individuals and letting Alderán's moderation team handle the TOS violations? I'm noticing a pattern with this guy.
The overall toxicity in these communities is completely unhinged. This is where the hypocrisy really starts to show.
Okay, bub, you're one to talk.
If they're not shoving weird social politics in your face or role-playing dinosaur cuddle orgies, then they're losing their minds. Over the smallest possible in-game interaction, especially if you kill them. In a PvP survival game, you kill someone and suddenly it's like you personally broke into their house and slapped their grandma.
Have you ever played officials?
These people will go into global chat, start sobbing, screaming, crying for admins, calling you names, making it sound like you committed some kind of moral atrocity because you attacked them in a game. When they get really mad, that fake, safe, wholesome community mask comes right off. Suddenly it slurs. I've seen people get so tilted over dying in this game that they act like you deserve to have your family die. That's the level of mental instability some of these community server players are operating on. These same communities pretend to be morally superior because they have 9 million chat rules and fake positivity. But the second they don't get their way, they become the most disgusting, nasty, hateful motherfuckers.
Wow, just like you!
And then there's the realistic community servers. Holy shit. These are run by some of the dumbest, most self-important morons. I call them armchair dinosaur archaeologists because they act like they're elite council of paleontology experts. They have no clue what they're talking about, but they write giant novel-length rulebooks like consulting fossils.
Alright, that's enough from that video. Let's check out one of his others.
Okay, so after my last video reviewing the Path of Titans community servers got way more views than I expected, and brought in a lot of new subscribers, I felt like a follow-up video was needed. So, starting off, I'm not going to showcase every single server or actively play on all of them. Some of that is because I'm banned from a few of them for one reason or another.
Funny, I never would have guessed that.
Usually that comes down to me being very outspoken. I say things like, shit, fuck, goddammit, motherfucker, and whatever else. If I think a rule is stupid, I say it's stupid. Simple as that. If that comes off as rude, in my opinion, that's a you problem. I'm just blunt and straight to the point.
No, you're not. Excessive swearing does not mean you're outspoken, it means you don't have a filter or any modicum of self-control. You, Beastmaster, are one of the most immature, vitriolic, and hypocritical individuals I've ever had the displeasure of being exposed to in this community. You intentionally misrepresent events to make yourself look better, and make up wild exaggerations about player behavior in order to paint them in a bad light. If there was any valid criticism to be found in your videos, it's been buried by the complete trash fire that is your attitude. You're hostile, demeaning, and unbelievably rude. The fact you thought it was at all okay to rally people towards sabotaging another game by flooding it with cheaters is beyond despicable. People like you are a stain on this game. Go be a dickhead somewhere else. I'll see you guys next time. My deepest thanks go out to all my channel members for their continuous and generous support. As a final note, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.